Oh my lord. Hi, hello, my name's Than, short for Nathaniel. Ah! I have not filmed in like a week, and so I feel just strange. It's always strange coming back if you don't film for a little bit. Today, I'm going to be combining a bunch of different things to review. I did a poll over the weekend about, what you guys wanted to see first from, what I have to review. I think the top two things from that poll were the new Tom Ford quad, and I have it in Chalet Lust. The other top thing was the Rose Ink cream eyeshadow duos. And not far behind that was the new Jones Road bronzer. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a separate video for the Tom Ford quad where I go over, my whole Tom Ford collection, do a bunch of comparisons, kind of rank them as well. So I have 3 of the different color stories for the Rose Ink duos here. This is the new Jones Road bronzer in the shade medium. This is new. You can't get it individually yet. It is in the set, the new Bobby Kit 2.0, which they did send me. Thank you so much, Jones Road. I'm just so shook. Whenever I get a package from Jones Road, I literally, I'm just screaming. I get so excited. So the kit comes in a little bag like this. Kind of like a sturdy paper bag that has a little button, like a button closure. Unfolds like this, and then all the products are inside. And I'll just show you what it comes with as well as besides the bronzer. So it has their eyeliner in the shade brown, Cool Gloss, which I have not tried before. I've tried pretty much everything from the brand except for the Cool Glosses. And the reason for that is because I don't really like tingly things on my lips. And I was afraid this is gonna be tingly. It is a little tingly. It's not like, it's like a cooling tingly, so I feel like it's tolerable, but I still am like, man, I don't know. It's pretty, it's a pretty color too. This is the shade Nude Beige, but I don't know. I need to try it out a few more times and just see, how I actually feel, but if you like tingly things, you'll probably love it. It came with one of their single shadows in Smoky Gray, which I am freaking obsessed with. I've been wearing it every day for days. It's just the perfect, deep smoky shade. I freaking love it. It's basically a deeper version of Ash, which I already wear all the freaking time. So yeah, I'm so excited about this shade. I love it. And then also one of their lip and cheek sticks in the shade English Rose, which I don't have. I'm so excited. And this color really surprised me. It's not really one that stood out to me on the website upon the first launch. And you might not know. But my original review of these was so-so because of the packaging. I love the formula. It's just a really nice sheer, easy cream blush. I don't love it on the lips as much. Basically, my first one came without a bottom attached to it. I got another one and that one had the bottom on it, so, it was fine. But also, the kind of opening and closing of it can be a little stiff. But so far, this one has the best, the best opening and closing. It's still a little weird, but it has the best click. Pretty solid, pretty solid. But even then, you see how it's not actually all the way closed? I don't know. I just think the packaging needs to be just reworked for this stick. It's just off. It's just off and inconsistent. And then the mystery items that I'm throwing in here are from Violette FR. So if you don't know who she is, she's a French makeup artist. She's also Guerlain's new creative director. So a while ago, I got her U paints, which are her eyeshadows, her liquid eyeshadows. And these are okay. These aren't my favorite. I think the colors are really pretty. She does have a matte formulation as well. These ones are the more shimmer, sort of metallic-y ones. And it's not like I don't like them. I don't know. I feel like I just need to use them more and just play with them more. But overall, I don't know. I'm not super impressed with them, and I don't really enjoy reaching for them too much. I love the packaging. I think her little monogram, or I don't know if that's the right word. Her her symbol. It's really cool. It's really cool. I love the aesthetics of her brand, and her products are really cute, you know. I just think the formula, it could be better. Like, it does not even compare, in my mind, to the Lisa Eldridge Liquid Lyrics eyeshadows. Those ones are the best. So after that, I kind of was like, I don't know. Like, I wanted to try more, but, you know, I just wasn't sure what to get. But then I saw pictures of her new blushes, and I was like shook. I was like, all right, I need to get all of those. They look so good. So anyway, so she launched her Bisou blush. I have all 3 shades. They're Louise, Inez, and Aisa. And they're named after all of her like muses, I guess. And basically they're matte cream blushes. And it's hard to tell from this one, but they do have like a marbled effect in there. This one kind of looks blended together. I've worn all 3 of these already, so I already have some thoughts, but you know, I'll demonstrate them for you today. And then on the other side is this little brush here. But being that they are matte, I definitely want to compare them to the new Simi Haze blushes, which I love, so yeah. So along with this new Bisou blush, she reformulated her Bisou Balms, which are these sheer matte lipsticks. I was interested in the first formula, but then I had heard that they're not so great, so I kind of held off. But when I saw that she reformulated them, I was like, you know what, let me give them a try. So I ordered this one. I think this is the new shade. I think she added a new shade as well to the lineup. But this is Calisson or Calisson, I don't really know. You know, there's a French twist, I'm sure, to all of this. And then I also got a set. So the set that I got came with the Bisou Balm and the Balm Shine, which is her like cream highlighter, as well as her Boom Boom Milk. So the Boom Boom Milk is like, basically, if you're familiar with the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner, it's basically like a milky moisturizing toner that as you sort of blend it in, it literally feels like, you know, it becomes kind of like a cream. And I got it in, the set came with like a travel size, which I thought was fine because they do sell a refill in that in like a giant pouch. So I thought if I really like it, I'll just get the pouch next time and then I can just refill the little travel thing, you know, as I please. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be using everything from Violette today, but I am definitely going to be using the Bisou blushes, so yeah. Oh my god, I've been filming for 13 minutes? Priming with the Give Face Oil. I'm gonna use the Peau Radiant Fluid Foundation. I never use this, and I've had it for like a freaking year, and it was so expensive, so I gotta use this, okay. I have the shade I10/L10, not sure. And look at this cute little sponge from Wet n Wild. I love this. What's sad is I'm literally paler than this ghost. Okay, so before I go in with concealer, I think I want to go into the blush. So let me show you all the shades. This one is Aisa, and in here you can kind of see the marbling a bit better, I feel, with this one. This is the deepest one, and it's a very sort of nice, rich berry color. This one is Inez, and it's a soft pinky coral. And then Louise is like a beigey nude. I love all 3 colors, to be honest. I just think they're so pretty. I love these. I think for today, I'm gonna go in with Inez, which is the corally shade. So I'm gonna apply this just directly from the stick. Usually I feel like in a stick, with stick things, for the most part, I like to kind of warm it up on the hand first, but these are very soft. The brush is just okay. I feel like, I don't know, like you could just use the brush, but I don't know. It's okay. I think I'm just gonna stick to the sponge. And And you can see, you know, these blend very easily. And it's a pretty natural flush, you know. Actually, I'm gonna show you Aisa on the side. Ooh, okay. So twist it up, you can really see the marbling. So it goes throughout the whole of the product, the tube. So even if the top doesn't look marbled, it's still marbled, it's just kind of, you know, mixed together. But yeah, let me add a bit of this one too, because it's just a bit punchier. It's kind of like a wine color. Yeah, this color blended out is so much like pinkier, you know? Compared to the Solar Tint Duos from Semi Haze, their matte compressed mousse, that feels completely different from these. These, they don't feel like a typical cream blush formula, but they're closer to it than what the Semi Haze ones are. Like when you blend on the Semi Haze ones with your finger, it literally feels like it basically immediately goes to a powder, whereas this, if you blend with your fingers, it feels like a cream. But it does have like a velvetyness to it, but yeah, it's not as like extreme extreme as the Semi Haze. I keep pointing over there because I feel like they're over there, but they're not, they're over there. Anyways, yeah, so they're very, very different formulas. I think they'd probably be better with your own brushes. You know, I don't always love the brushes that come with things, so. Are these removable? These are removable. So if you want, you can just take out the brush. But, you know, I would just leave the brush in. You never know if you're in a pinch. And it also adds weight to the product, which we'll get to. Now let me add a little concealer. I'm gonna use the KVD Good Apple. And I'm gonna set that just a bit with the Westman Atelier Vital Press Skincare Powder. You know what? I'll do a little down here too so I can contour down there. Another product I don't use enough is this Nudegasm face palette from Charlotte Tilbury. The reason I haven't gotten the new palette is because I just never reach for this, even though it's beautiful. Ugh, I don't know. Going in with this Sonia G Lotus brush into this more contour shade. You know what? I'm just gonna add a touch more of this concealer. So now the Jones Road bronzer. This is in the shade medium tan. This is in the shade medium tan. It's, you know, the packaging is their typical aesthetic, kind of like a larger version of their eyeshadows, except this has a magnetic closure. Much bigger mirror, of course. Yeah. So this is shade medium, which, you know, normally I would need fair or light or something like that, but the tone is a bit more red of a bronzer, so I feel like it works on me. I've worn it, you know, multiple times now, and I just have to use a light hand. I'll hold it up to my favorite, which is the Gucci in #1, and you can see, you know, the Gucci is quite a bit lighter, but they're still kind of similar in tone. This one is a more kind of like pink, and then this one is a bit more red and bronze. But I'll show you how I've been applying it. Basically, I take, you know, a soft brush like this. I've used a few different brushes, but I found I like it the most with this so far. This is the Soft Cheek from Sonia G, and I just swirl some in. It's a very soft powder, but it's also pressed nicely. It doesn't just kick up everywhere. But yeah, and then I'll just kind of keep it more towards the back and a little bit up onto the temple. And I have been buffing it out as well. So Let me do the other side first. So I definitely put a little bit too much on this side, but I'm gonna buff, Okay, with nothing on the smooth buffer, I'm just gonna kinda, you know, tone it down a bit. I don't know, I feel like the tone works for me, but yes, it is pigmented. Yes, it is a little dark, but you know, I can make it work. I've been wearing it to work and I feel like it's been looking very natural. No one has said like your cheeks are freaking so tan. So, you know, I'm gonna take a bit of the pink bubble on this brush. I'm curious to see how this blush will layer on top of all those powders though, because I've kind of, you know, feel like it dissipated a bit, or it got toned down from the buffing, from the bronzer. I sort of dabbed a little concealer over too, so just gonna build the blush a little bit, like right there. Yeah, I think it went over top just fine. So for the eyeshadow duos, let me show you all the shades I got. So they have satin creams, and then they have kind of like a creamy powder, super sparkly, toppery kind of formula. So I have satin olive and khaki shimmer. And by the way, I'm not sure if they sell them like this already. I feel like they do. They might sell each formula and shade separately as refills already. So basically, similar to the blushes and the highlighters, they can be popped out through this little pinhole here. It's magnetic, I believe, and then they can just pop into whatever you want. You could just switch them out for other things, rearrange them, customize your own deal, you know. This one is Satin Plum Lavender Shimmer. And then the last one I got is Satin Cocoa White Gold Shimmer. So for today, I think I'm gonna stick with the cocoa. I might go into the green shimmer though. The only shade that I've worn for like a full day of wear was the plum and lavender, and I will say there was pretty noticeable creasing from the plum shade by the end of the day. I don't know when exactly that started happening, but yeah, I was a little disappointed in that. So I kind of want to see how, you know, either the brown or the green is gonna go. But let's go with the brown. I feel like this is gonna be one of the most popular ones. So yeah, I might do the green shimmer on top though. We'll see. Gonna take the Sonia G Pencil Pro into the cocoa. My eyes have been watering like crazy this whole video. I don't know what's happening. Now with my finger, it's a pretty nice sort of bronzy brown actually. And these are very creamy feeling, like extremely creamy to the touch. I have to say I love this shade. It's so pretty and it's just so different than I expected on the eyes. I'm going to build it up more on the lower lash line with the Pencil Pro. I'm just gonna really get more product on there. I love this shade. Oh my God. I just wasn't expecting it to be so bronze looking. I don't know. Like it should just be called bronze instead of cocoa. Okay, now for a little experimentation. Let me take the khaki shimmer from the green, and these shimmers are really, really nice feeling, and they're super reflective. It's like a greeny gold topper, you know, like a mossy gold. And then For the white gold shimmer here, I'm just gonna put that sort of by the brow bone. Yeah, this is a much lighter kind of gold color. Reads a little bit more champagne-y on the eyes, whereas that khaki shimmer is more gold looking. They're very like light feeling. Same with the cream formula as well. It just doesn't feel heavy at all. It's very comfortable. For lips, I'm gonna use the newly reformulated Bisou Balm in the shade Calisson. So it's very comfortable on the lips. It's matte, but it doesn't feel drying. This is a nice sort of nudie brownie neutral color, a little bit peachy neutral. It's a little patchy looking, a little bit. I mean, it's a sheer lipstick, so with a sheer, you know, sometimes you can get a little bit of patchiness, but it's not bad. I am gonna go on top of it, however, with my Victoria Beckham gloss in Bungalow. Another thing about the Bisou Balm is it has this like sort of synthetic chocolate taste that a lot of lipsticks I've noticed have, and I don't know, I'm not really crazy about it, but in this, it's not as intense as like some others that I've tried, so, you know, I don't hate it, but yeah, I would definitely prefer it without any sort of scent or flavor or anything like that. I guess it's not really a flavor, it's more of a scent. I don't know why brands do that, because to me, it just makes it taste like yuck, you know what I mean? It has this like yuck factor to it. It's not super yuck in this lipstick's case. For highlighter, I'm gonna use the Clé de Peau. I freaking love this highlighter. Look at this packaging. What's going on? Of course, I got this like days before the new limited edition freaking holiday packaging came out with new shades or whatever. I'm like, are you kidding me? But anyways, this is their newer formulation. It's so good. I'm wearing it like every day. I have the shade 201 Twilight's Glow, and I just used a little brush with it because why get highlighter all over one of my other brushes? It's a pretty nice synthetic brush, you know. Just put a little bit up here. It's a super smooth, fine highlighter with an extremely just like pretty glow. It's so pretty. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Lancome Lash Idole. What the fuck? I have this really weird lash right here that I've never experienced or seen in my life. It's like in the middle and it's going like sideways. Usually the lashes that are wonky are like on the ends. What the hell is this? Rogue lash. At first I thought it was a loose lash just sitting on top of my lashes. But no, it's like a weird, I don't know, like mutation of a lash. What is happening? And it's sitting above all of my other lashes, like a second lash line forming. Okay, that's gonna have to do. For brows, I'm gonna use the Dior OnSet Brow Gel. I've just been reaching for this a lot. I don't know, I don't like it more than the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't think, but yeah, I don't know, I have it, so I might as well use it, and I've been liking it. You know what, I like it because it's a good color for me on camera and in real life. I feel like with the Charlotte Tilbury, the taupe color is great for me IRL, but it's not, like on camera, it's a little too light and it doesn't really do anything. But the black brown and, you know, the soft brown shade, you know, works okay for me. I mean, the soft brown shade works okay for me on camera in person too, but I really love the black brown shade for camera because it's just, you know, it's more defined. It's a nice cool shade. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's zoom in and we'll go over my final thoughts. so let me start with the blushes. These are amazing. I really, really like this formula. I'm so happy I have all three. Just really, really nice. I do like the marbling. I think it's like a cool, you know, design. And I think it just makes, you know, the blushes look a lot more like beautiful. But I can't say for sure if they necessarily benefit the way it blends. Because I was watching something, you know, and she was saying that like it's marbled because like the lighter color in it, you know, helps it blend out better, you know, whatever. And I don't know if that's the case necessarily, because I feel like they all, you know, as it's going on, they just become one color anyways. So I don't know. I just don't know if it really makes it like a more effective product. But it's beautiful anyways. I like all of the shades. I think my favorite shade, I mean, it's between Aisa and Inez. I think Aisa actually is my favorite shade, just because, you know, I like that it can be built up to a richer berry, but then blends out into a nice cool pink. You know, I do still like the corally one, and the brown one I love as well, but yeah, I think that if you were just gonna try one, it would be Aisa here. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm definitely not. Now, what I kind of mentioned a little bit before was that, you know, even though the brushes are like a little iffy, you can remove them, but I said keep it on so it feels heavier. It's because these products are, you know, more on the high end, right between middle and high end, leaning more high end. I mean, no, it's high end. It's high end. It's luxury makeup. I don't know. Like overall, oh shit. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Why do I always drop everything? Overall, it's balanced. Like if it was any lighter, the packaging, I would say that it would feel more cheap, you know, but it's okay. Like if it was just a little bit heavier, I think that would really, you know, take it there to that like really luxury feeling makeup, because the design is really pretty. But I don't know if it was just a little bit heavier. I know it's like a minor thing, but actually it's funny. They remind me a lot. The packaging reminds me a lot of, if you got the Hermes blushes, you know what I'm talking about. They have a similar feel. Actually, you know, they feel better than the Hermes blush. But the packaging overall just reminded me because the golden whites, and they both have their kind of like, you know, seal, especially on like, you know, the eyeshadows. Right? I mean, these look like they could be part of the same sort of collection. Just thought that was interesting. The Bisou Balm. So I don't know what the original formula was like, but this formula is pretty good. Like I said, it is a little bit patchy. Like if you kind of rub it, it'll like start to rub away and be a little patchy. Or if you, like, I feel like if you smack your lips together, it could potentially be a little bit patchy. But it doesn't go on patchy, I feel. Like when you first put it on, it's like fine. I don't know. I feel like I need to try more colors of this as well, because I feel like it could just be this color too, because it's like a, you know, a beigey color. Like Lisa Eldridge's does that as well if you're not careful. So yeah, I feel like I need to try more colors of this. And that sort of like yuck, that yucky feeling that you get with those sort of fake chocolate, weird scented flavored lipsticks or whatever, that dissipates pretty quickly. It doesn't feel yuck right now, you know, just like, you know, 20 minutes later or something, it feels fine, you know. It's very comfortable. So on to the Jones Road bronzer. I really like this bronzer. I think it's a good tone for me. I just, you know, it is a bit dark for me. It's a medium shade. So I just have to be careful, but I think, you know, once it's kind of blended out, you know, very lightly on my skin, it just adds like a little bit of like shaping, a little bit of warmth, and it's fine, you know, the shade's fine. But definitely if there's a shade that comes out and it's a little bit, you know, lighter for more fair skin, especially if it's like this tone, please God. Have one of them be this color, please. This cannot be duped. So far, I have not been able to dupe this. It's just perfect. This is the perfect, you know, bronzer for fair, cool skin. It is. And I have not been able to find one that is exactly like it. So, yeah. But I've been reaching for this every day since I got it, and I love. So, on to the eyeshadow. I am not happy to report that there's creasing. I mean, I'm gonna just try to like tap it a little bit. Maybe I used like too much. Okay, so I just tapped away the crease and it's gone and it looks perfectly normal. But so you can see over here, I'm just gonna get really close. See how there's like that kind of like strong golden stripe right in the crease? It was kind of bunching up like that with the purple one too. But I didn't notice that until much later in the day. So I don't know, I did go in pretty hard. I feel like I probably didn't need to use as much of it as I did. And you know, I'm just blending it away. And it's fine. But I will leave a pinned comment to let you know how it wore, you know, by the end of the night. And if it creases, you know, if it continues to crease or if it was fine after I just sort of fix it right now. I may have just went in with too much. I did really sort of dig my finger in there, so yeah. I do really like these toppers though. I just think they're so pretty. But this color did really surprise me. It's just so nice and bronzy, but it's not like, I don't know, I feel like it brings out my eyes. Does it bring out my eyes? I feel like it does. Anyways, overall, not sure about that yet, but I will, you know, let you know down below. Okay, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell so you're notified every single time that I upload a new video. Follow my Instagram, PrettiEarthAndGram, and follow me on Nudegasm so you're notified every single time that I am doing a live stream. So for my next video, hopefully I'll do that Tom Ford ranking, because I know, you know, a bunch of you wanted to see that, so yeah. Okay, goodbye.